Alright, welcome back to the final video of the Big Rip Classic 2020 presented by Discraft. This has been a great tournament to cover. Also shout out to Tremont at 22 Apartments in Hattiesburg for their video sponsorship. But yeah, Taylor, so got a pretty good battle.
Got ourselves a little doozy. And first off, I want to give a shout out to one lucky fan. I don't know who you are, but you're out there and you're lucky, and we just want to shout you out. So we appreciate you. Silas got a one-stroke lead. Matt, one stroke back, right on his tail, and Tony right behind that. Anything can happen back 10 here. A lot of birdies. Should be some guys taking dead aim, and we'll see if the pressure gets to anybody.
Yeah, those birdies will be definitely what they're shooting for on this hole.
And here you go, hole 10. Par 3, 260 feet downhill. Going to play a lot less than that, more like a little 220. Probably want to shoot for a stable disc here to make sure you don't get a lot of glide. Circular green, OB right, OB long in the water.
Yeah, just all around.
All around. Yep.
Island green.
Island green, baby. Oh, hello. Did you see what I just saw?
Lefty love?
And not any love.
No. Yeah, the wind going left to right just got under that. Just took it on to Nebraska.
Oh, yeah. All the way out there in Nebraska, you know. That's where the Windy City's at. Not. Ooh, hello.
Good commitment there with the forehand after just seeing one get carried away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, get up a little. A little. Oh, yeah. Good shot. And it's funny. I always think it's funny with island greens. It's like either your shot is absolutely terrible because it's OB, or it's inside circle ones. It's a really good shot, and it's like, true. Right. There is no in between.
Yeah, that's true.
Get in there. Woo! A little double woo.
We woo girls.
Or we're Ric Flair, a twin of Ric Flair. So I don't know.
Yeah, and then the
Lord, this is the drop zone.
Yeah.
Wow, that is crazy.
I mean, he threw that straight down.
Yes, straight down, like 3 feet off the ground the entire way.
Yeah, it was a great shot.
Mm-hmm. And Tony Bass back to the standard left foot drop putt.
Sure was. I wonder if there's a cue in his mind where I'm at 27 now, so I'm going standard.
Right.
25 up, taking the straddle.
Yep. And 18 and going turbo. Big putt for Silas. Good birdie.
It is. Really solid game. I've enjoyed watching it so far.
Very much. Smooth forehand, big backhand, but controlled.
Yeah. Not quite as big of a reach back as Will Shoestreak's, but it's kind of that same plane smoothness. Really good form. So it looks like everybody's taking their twos.
Except Cam.
Except for Cam.
And one of those two players that had to really get hot on this back 10 and starting it off with a bogey, not going to do it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Jeep, good deuce after having a couple holes that didn't go his way on the putting green, but takes us to hole number 11, par 4, actually coming in as the second easiest hole on the course today. 640 feet. You can just rip out a drive as long as you stay in between the tall grass and the water. The further you get, obviously, simple little pitch up under this tree, but a little height control involved, so you got to be on your game.
Yeah, and hopefully there's enough grass between or on the flat ground before the OB that if you hit into the hillside and roll, that you wouldn't roll all the way to the OB. So I don't think the guys got to worry about that too much.
Yeah.
You do have a big right to left crosswind here, so once this disc opens up, it's going left, so you can challenge the OB.
And that's a crush. He'll be fine as long as it didn't roll down, but it'll be an interesting little shot / footing.
Yeah, and more like Matt there, challenging the OB, you just got to trust that right to left wind's going to bring it back, and that's beautiful disc control.
Yeah.
A lot of trust there. and some
good
commitment.
shot.
Mm-hmm.
Another one nicely done.
Like he said,
Not trying to just throw everything you got into it. Roll down to the good
All the way
grass.
down to the flat ground. Yeah, and those guys are actually, if you heard them, they're wanting it to roll down because you would much rather be throwing on that flat ground than on this hillside.
oh, look what his did.
Talk to it, Tony.
Hey,
There it is.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh yeah, right in the center.
Here we go. Should be a fun one to watch fly.
Yeah.
Green.
Oh no. Oh no. Wow. Never got that disc to roll. So I was going for, I guess what they call like a double loop, basically, where it flips out, comes back over with the head of the disc up, and then glides down. Never got that second loop and cut rolled into the water.
What a shot, though.
Great shot.
That would have been all over the basket.
Yeah, that might have hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his tee shot. I mean, I don't throw that, so I don't know. But I would think that it'd be really hard to control in a wind.
Mm-hmm.
Nice up shot.
It's just Cam's game, though. I mean, it's, you saw him try to, he threw lefty backhand earlier. He doesn't have the strongest forehand. He has a small controlled forehand, but anything for distance, he's going to throw that overhanded shot. And you're right, it's difficult to control in wind. So Matt taking the pretty popular approach, going forehand lefty. Unfortunately, nasty roll directly behind the
Yeah,
tree.
I was about to say that.
It amazes me how certain people can just find trees.
Some people hug trees.
They do. Those would be called tree huggers.
Yes. Lesson for the day.
Mm-hmm.
So Silas just not quite finishing as far right as he wanted to, so he's just being left with outside the circle look here.
Yeah, he got stuck in the sand. I think he catches the grass. He gets a little extra, maybe 4 or 5 feet. Oh, no, stop. Ooh, what a great tree.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because that was spinning hard down the hill quickly.
Good effort there. You know, he wanted that to save the par.
Hey-o.
There it is.
All right. Jeep 2 for 2 on the back so far. Probably going to have to go 10 straight to give himself a chance here. But can be done. So, Matt, this is interesting because obviously we've talked about Matt before, putts on that Anheuser line.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got Anheuser, but right of the tree and bring the disc back left. And just couldn't quite get it to come left enough there.
Yep.
Tough
Able
for
to hit
his-
chains.
Yep, tough for his style of putting though. That was a chance for Silas to take not a
Yeah.
commanding lead, but a good 2-stroke lead.
Yeah, not thrilled about it, obviously, as you would imagine, but
Oh, and maybe I would say maybe
Number
the
5.
5th style of ride, the one knee down turbo putt from Tony there. At this point, it's almost like a game, right? Like he's
yeah.
trying to see how many different ways he can putt.
he's leading the field. And
I would say so.
and looky there.
Oh, bogey for Silas. Sorry, I guess I missed that.
Yeah, the 3-putt there.
That's correct. That is correct.
So that's unfortunate, but now we
We
have
are.
a entertaining
All square. baby.
three-way tie,
At the
taking us
top.
to hole 12. The drone's flying straight at it, but I will be surprised if everyone else does. Most people take the big right hyzer, or there is a left route that you can throw your forehand for your forehanders.
For you righties.
For you Colin
that throw
forehanders.
forehands. Yeah. Shout out to Colin.
But yeah, Jeeb's gonna take the right side here.
Yeah, and Andy, what do you think? I guess the play here is more what Jeep do, kind of the low skip up, really, because if you throw too much hyzer here, you land on the hillside, you're not going to be able to get all the way to the basket. So height control is still very crucial here.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
no, Tony.
Definitely a shot you want to control the height. I think that's one reason why a lot of players go this right side. Because if it's a little bit low, you can still climb.
Yeah, I would say that the vast majority of the time I would think a low shot better than a high shot. Because I have thrown many shots that have come out of my hands very low, and you still can get some crazy skips and get some distance down the fairway. But if you fluff it, you have fluffed it.
Yeah. There's no fluffing way it's coming back once you do that.
No fluffing way.
Well, I was wrong. Somebody went down the center, but
You're right. Attempted to. Looks solid.
as you will notice,
I am noticing.
we lost our catch cam here for this little back nine.
We sure did.
A little sickness
Ooh.
came into play, but
Not the coronavirus.
negative on the corona. So that's a positive,
Yeah.
but not positive for catch cam's sake.
Nonetheless,
Nonetheless,
have
we
one and
still
only
have coverage.
Andy Burns here for the coverage.
This not so much a death putt, but for the players, good run.
Mm-hmm.
For the players who have the more firm style on that left side, if you're not hitting metal, then it very well could turn into something you don't want.
If you're not on the metal, it's a good chance that you're rocking and rolling away from the basket. So
I was waiting on the rhyme.
just two really bad musical references. It's all. I'm here for you, people. I'm here for you all day, every day. That's what I do. That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Enjoy the Red Bull.
Yes, cheers. And as frustrating as Silas is right now, one of those points you got to look back in the round and go, well, you just got to get myself within 30. He's making 30-foot putts and in. He hasn't quite hit. He's been stuck with a lot of these 40 to 45 footers the last couple of holes. He can just get inside the circle. Really has a chance to push through this little slump that he's in. So there you go, 1-2 on the card. And like I said a minute ago, Nageeb, keeping it going and making a push here, only 2 back.
Yeah, and just there at the end of the front nine, you're thinking he's just got too much to cover, and he's looking 2 strokes back. I mean, he's in a good spot. So that takes us to the 8th hardest hole on the course, 360 feet. One of my favorite tee shots because you are pretty much forced straight through, and the finish here is very touchy. But a good shot on this hole is beautiful.
Yeah, definitely a score separator hole. And, oh my. Be good. Very nice.
It's a good shot.
Very nice.
It's going to be hard to beat his shot from round 1, nearly touching the pole.
Oh, really? Awesome. Stay up. Fight. Oh, okay. Nice little. I think that's actually what he was rooting for there because he was worried about a hard flare skip to the right. 2 good shots so far.
Thought I might get around it.
Mm-hmm. Settle. Oh, no. And he didn't even watch that.
Nope.
Jeez. No, forehand.
Oh, man.
Settle. Yikes.
That was
That
looking
is
pretty good.
2 gnarly kicks.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, if you're Maddie, you're like, well, I'm not too upset with my kick.
Right, yeah. Yep. Be perfectly fine taking my kick back to the fairway.
Good shot there, Cameron.
Yeah, it's a good touch. I mean, throwing a forehand into that little downward slope to that basket. Definitely got to trust yourself to leave the disc short and left. Trust the ground play. Woo.
Yeah, same for Silas. Both on point with the angle they're having to throw there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Silas looked like he tried to play the more straight up and down approach to just land the disc. Oh, good run from Tony. Also stayed up on the front edge of the trees in the back,
Yes.
which is crucial there.
Crucial moment of the round.
Mm.
There's probably a better one of those.
Crucial
Crucial putt of the round there for Cameron, trying to stay in it.
Yep.
Stay in reach.
Yeah,
Not going to be easy having to take the OB stroke.
Hold down to 4 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point too, you get towards the end of the tournament, you start playing cash line thoughts in your head, and a bad spiral to go down to just start worrying about every single stroke you're doing and how much money you're making or losing based on that stroke.
Yeah, and it's at this point with the live scoring, it's hard to stay away from it. You've got to be really disciplining yourself, either not to look or just not to fight that.
Oh man, that would have been such a good birdie.
Yes.
You could tell he took a lot of time there thinking about it. He knew he needed it.
Yeah, he did need that. That would have been a huge stroke.
Would have put him one back of
Mm-hmm.
Matt. It's Tony with the straddle. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, if back to Nageeb, he hits that, you're one stroke back, and you got 6 holes left.
And you're playing hot, and you've come from 5 strokes back, and you're putting some really good pressure on the leader. And now you're forced with a big comeback putt here.
This is true.
And this is equally as big because you immediately probably put yourself out of it if you miss this putt. Very nice.
Yeah, great
So,
putt.
staying 2 back.
Many thanks to, excuse me, the Tremont at 22.
I got it. I'm going to take it. Many thanks to the Tremont at
Yes.
22 apartment complex. Just moving us right along to hole 14 while Andy
Thank
gets
you.
a little frog out of his throat. Got ourselves a par 4 here, 566 feet. OB along the right side. Definitely want to throw a solid hyzer shot that's going to finish in the fairway on the left. Then you're going to throw across this ravine here that is also OB into, I wouldn't say an island green, but a green that is very much surrounded by OB, but a lot of room there. So smart, safe shot off the tee here, sets up for an easy second shot and should allow for a fairly easy birdie for a lot of these guys. But tee shot crucial.
Yes, and actually I think it is an island green.
Okay.
Just to note.
It looked like just a very bigger island green.
Right,
than
yeah.
normal, so.
But just knowing that just brings in some added pressure that you may not have.
Settle. Oh my goodness, what a flare skip. Wow. Gotta know your ground play.
Ooh. Just fighting back, I believe. Yeah, and most everyone playing the fairway. Nobody got trying to go too big and hit the green.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where like at 566 with a little tailwind, you wonder like what this would look like for a select group of professionals on the planet. Would love to see some guys like Calvin or Simon really try to go for it. Oh my gosh, is that Tony's disc?
Yeah.
That's
Just-
heartbreaking, man.
Just out.
Mm.
But back to your comments on seeing somebody go for it. Cameron actually has a video recently where he basically threw it in the basket. I mean, it missed the basket by just a hair.
Oh, wow.
So if you have a chance, go watch him throw that overhand. It's incredible.
That's awesome.
Unfortunately, it wasn't in this tournament. Obviously, it's laid up.
Oh, no. Settle.
Girl left. Girl left. Yeah.
Oof. Good shot.
Yep.
Just stayed straight up the entire way.
Unusual roll, like you were talking about before.
But usually they just belly flop, but that one never kind of got to twisting. It just stayed standing the whole way. Solid shot from Matt there. Big shot from Nageeb. Needs to get this close and stay 2 back. And needs to sit down a little. Good shot. Nice little check up. Sit down. Be humble.
Silas able to have the super.
Do it.
Oh gosh, that went through the chains.
Ooh.
I was saying he had the ability to have the super simple upshot there with the extra distance he had. Almost really took advantage. And yeah, if he doesn't roll off that overhand, he's basically in the basket. So that's unfortunate.
And that stinks. Tony getting a couple inches out of bounds and had to kind of have a par there, right? I mean, you needed the upshot. Just like Nageeb had to have that birdie.
He really did, and that one was same distance, equidistance. As
Equidistant. Shout out to Stuart Garner for putting that word in my vocabulary. You're my boy, Stu.
Good putt.
Yep, trimming the rim, baby. Trimming the rim.
And time again, to win a big tournament.
Got to make big putts.
Yep.
And I cannot lie.
No, you cannot.
So I think we're really going to see a shift here on the leaderboard after this hole. Couple of big threes are going to kind of separate themselves out there with Matt and Silas taking that 2 strokes. We'll be down to 5 holes here, so.
Yeah, big moves.
Oh, and this hole. Go ahead, Andy. You got it, but I love this hole.
421 feet, coming in as the 4th hardest hole, mainly because of the tee shot, the added difficulty in getting your disc to advance to the right past these trees. And being a par 3, that's a long way to throw a turnover, or really just to get near the circle is very difficult. So most players will be forced with an outside of circle look.
Yeah, not only a turnover, sort of tight here, and then you got to cut through some trees to really get where you need to be. Matt got the cut there.
Yeah.
Cut rolled a little bit back to the left, but got behind what I would say is the next to last tree on the end of the row down there.
Silas going over the top.
Trying to.
Yeah, similar to which round 1 we saw probably the best tee shot I've seen here. Cam Colglazer nearly, ringing it, going past the basket. But Nageeb kind of doing what he did round 1 as well.
It's tough, man. You got to get a lot on it. You got to control the height, and it's just natural to do too much and snatch it right. Good shot from Tony there.
Yeah, that's going to give him a good look there.
Hello.
Come on, push it. Hop and roll. Nice.
Tough on the camera guy to follow a shot like that.
Yes, it is. Yeah, catch cam is nice to have for tomahawks.
Yeah. It's got to come up short. Oh, not bad. Never mind. I was worried he wasn't going to be able to get enough. Worried about that.
Yeah.
The pull in the back, but very good touch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does drop off a little bit right there.
Oh. Who was that?
Tony. I said he'd have a
Tony?
look, but I didn't
Oh,
realize
man.
it'd be that good of a.
Wow.
result. Sorry to doubt you, Tony Bass. Smart play there.
Yeah, don't you ever doubt the Bassmaster.
Never will again.
Yeah, and so you had 3 guys there with some big looks, which is about what all you can ask for. I'm going to put a sentence here together in a minute. I swear I am. As much as you could ask for on this hole. There we go. English is hard, man.
Well done.
Thanks. And somebody out there is probably going to say that sentence was still not grammatically correct, but
I think at that point it's a matter of opinion. Should be seeing cleanups here. I don't want to say that too soon since Jeep's had a few spit outs.
yep. And unfortunately, with 4 left, that's probably going to do it for his chances of winning. Now you're really shooting for maybe a top 3 finish, which is still nothing to sneeze about.
Oh, definitely not. Especially not a very competitive A tier.
Or cough at in
No.
the current mood that you're in. But
Luckily, my coughing spree is over.
nice.
And we are headed to the 12th hardest hole on the course, hole 16, 371, playing more like right at the 4 range, steady uphill. Your trouble is that main tree right there off the hyzer, so getting around that is key.
That is not going to have trouble.
No, it's not.
But yeah, what makes that difficult, you're right, Andy, is that you've got to play either low or outright to avoid that tree, and that it's really difficult to get this disc back to the basket, as you see there, because you've got to get past the tree, right, to really push to the basket.
Just sneaking past, I think. Looked like it at least. Or you can throw a huge 400-foot tomahawk.
Yeah, or you or you just do that.
Great job, Blake.
Come on.
Skip off the road. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah.
Yeah, so there's the difficulty there. You don't get past the trees. You're dealing with the same trees on your putt.
Yeah, no kidding. And that little bitty annoying tree there. As if the big one's not annoying, but
And it's really coming down to the wire here.
look, Silas said it, not me. He called his putt trash. I didn't say it. Hey-o.
You know what's
Where
not
has
trash?
that been all around? Ooh. Very nice.
Yeah, beautiful putt.
So now him and Tony are going to be locked in this battle for third here.
Yeah, big timing.
And you also, too, man, you just never know, man. And thing like an A tier, who else is out there? Obviously, these days we know a little more if you're looking at leaderboards than we used to. But isn't that interesting that times are different? Used to, you had no idea.
Yeah.
And now every tournament is on PDJ Live, and you know everything going on if you choose to know.
Yeah, and beyond that, just even knowing what's on the rest of the field. For these guys finishing on hole 19, anything can happen there. I mean, you can take a huge number on 19 if you're not careful. So good too there.
Birdie, birdie, chirp, chirp. Silas letting out a slight bit of frustration on that putt. A little heat on it. So we still got ourselves a locked up tie for first. Tony still 2 back. She getting back to within 3 and back to within 1 of Tony.
Yeah, 3 back with 3 to go.
And this hole too, Andy.
Yep, simple hyzer is your play, but you got to swing it wide enough to get past this corner on the left. And then it's a pretty tight little green up here. Throw it too hard, you're going to be having a difficult putt. So distance control, but it is a very pretty little shot.
What
And
is about to happen here? Oh, well,
what a shot.
I guess it's that easy. You just do that.
The flight pattern was
That was
perfect.
Beautiful, yeah.
Right. Right.
I don't know if there was a bug on the tee box and Jeeb just wanted to squash it or what, but it was a very aggressive jump.
Yeah. All in the meantime, it looked like he might have squirted through.
I like it. Go in.
Dink!
For those who couldn't see, we made the dink for you.
Yep. That was an artificial dink noise, not an actual dink noise. Dink!
Brought to you by Artificial Dink.
Artificial dink noises. Artificial Dink Noises LLC.
So these guys
Dink!
basically showing you the way. Gee, not so much on the tee shot, but maybe you get some magic on this throw.
Hey, this got a chance. I mean, everything has a chance.
Come on. Come on. Oh.
Dink!
I would say that was a little bit of magic. Maddie taking the fedora off.
Do you believe in magic, Andy?
I sure do.
Magic in a young girl's heart.
Really thought he was going to make some noise there.
And I can't tell you, there's a lot of frustrating things in disc golf. Maybe one of the most frustrating is a great shot, a 20-foot putt in basket, and being in the edge of some trees.
Yeah, really got to make sure you're.
I'm about to say, because I can
You're
tell
on
you,
it.
I don't practice these at home. I don't think a lot of us go to the putting green and go, you know what, I'm going to get down on a knee and stretch out and putt today. Solid putt.
Yeah, it was. Big time to do it. That'll take him.
One stroke lead. This has got to go in, right? Oh my goodness.
That's your noise of an ace on the course somewhere.
Wow, nice. Sick. Shout out to whoever that was.
Seriously.
Leave it in the comment box. Very nice concentration. Cam?
Fantastic concentration. That's tough to do.
Yeah, love to see the birdie there after that tee shot too. That tee shot was beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't see who did make that ace. So,
Hmm.
yeah, please let us know. Give him a little shout out in the comments.
Yep. A little humble brag on yourself. Pat on your own back. We'll like the comment. Might even comment back. You never know. Depends on what kind of mood we're in for
You
the day.
never know. Depends who commented last on what they said.
Yeah. Well played. Yeah, there you go. Silas, one stroke lead. Tony only two back. Again, like you said, 19 coming up. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Moving into hole 18.
Yeah, hole 18, par 3, 340. You got the tight tunnel. Plays downhill, where you're going to finish just to the right of this basket, underneath the tree. You know, it's a simple shot, but you got to hit the gap first. A lot of players will try to play the angle to get to the basket, but first and foremost, just throw it straight.
Oh, hello. Whoo! That was cool.
Yeah,
Oh, that was cool.
that's got to be close too.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, Andy, just key to get out of the gap here. Oh, that looks good too. Oh, it hit the cage. Oh, can hear that on the audio. It's great. Dink.
The only reason I'm glad that didn't go in.
It's because you didn't have a catch cam.
Exactly.
We've already had that happen one too many times.
Would have been happy for you, Silas.
Mm-hmm. Great clutch shot from Matt.
Yes, it was. Definitely had to have that, especially
Mhm.
answering Silas.
Yep. Knowing he's got a stroke on you and he just parked the basket.
Right.
Oh no, Jeeb. Oh no. And Jeeb's, he's done with it. Tired of it. Just, I
Yeah.
don't blame him. One of those rounds. Where you just fed up, you're ready to go home. And I tell you, for as much as he has had to scramble, he has maintained a good position in this tournament.
Yeah,
I
really
feel like
has.
every hole in this back 10 we've watched, he's been scrambling to some degree. And has found a way to play solid through it.
You do that super song.
Yeah, to be, what was it, 3 strokes back?
Mm-hmm. Well, 1.5 strokes back and got within 2 was the closest he ever got.
Yeah. I think the added frustration too is, he probably felt like he was in command of the tournament after the first 2 rounds.
For sure.
Even though he wasn't the sole leader, he played super good. And that's a super good putt.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of super good things,
And that would give him a turkey.
gobble,
I hear it,
gobble.
gobble, gobble.
I did.
That's so on cue.
Yeah, too, Matt.
I want to put an asterisk after that. I do not claim to be a good turkey gobbler. Please do not make fun of me. All you turkey gobblers out there, I know how terrible that was. I do not need you to comment. I know. We all know. It's okay.
Yeah, and if we couldn't tell he hit the cage off the tee shot, I think there's a pretty good indication.
All right. Here we go. Got the
So-
popcorn out. Coca-Cola is nice and cold, sitting on ice. Straws ready to go. 19th hole, baby. Take it away, Andy.
Yep. Second hardest hole of the day. Came in as the first on round 1. There you see, throw it over these trees. You got OB right and left. Drop zones back there at the tree. As you see the antics rolling.
Roll that footage.
But yeah, so then your finishing shot here on your upshot is a narrowing fairway that can get it from you pretty quickly. So you got to be on point with all aspects of this hole. And when you're in a tight race,
I love it. I love a good finishing hole, Andy Burns.
yes sir,
Shot.
and a great shot there. Can he get 4 in a row? I mean, he's just putting himself in a position to climb the money line.
Yep.
Goes out.
That's a good shot. After taking the backhand round 1 and going OB left, there's a
Making the adjustment.
big adjustment there from Silas.
Which I think says a lot about a good quality player, right? Because a lot of players, even if you throw the bad shot first round, you don't necessarily know how to completely switch a shot and make an adjustment, because in your brain it's like, well, I'm just going to throw the same shot and try to make some adjustment on that shot. But to completely switch your mindset of what you're going to throw and throw a completely different shot that you probably didn't practice or throw the first round shows a lot of confidence in a great player.
Yeah. That was an ideal backhand.
Beautiful. Shout out to the volunteers. Appreciate you.
Always.
Oof, a little short. And Tony's had a few of those forehands. Past couple holes that have come up just a little short.
Yeah. Also, shout out to all the people coming out to watch the finish.
Oh,
It's
look
always
at this.
appreciated.
Oh no!
Just
And he was you
Yeah.
see he's talking about that crosswind, because what he wanted that disc to do was pan out on its back, and that crosswind held it straight up, pushed it left, never gave it a chance. And Matt knows he really needs this. Oh,
oh man.
barely stayed in bounds. I think.
Yeah.
And that will put some immense pressure on Silas's upshot.
Yeah.
You have officially passed the throat frog over to me. Thank you.
Get lift. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But yeah, for Matt, you got to think he probably wanted to go first to add the pressure to it.
Correct. Oh no. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Oh,
Wow.
I mean, that is a lot of trust because any right to left wind there
Yeah.
pushes that disc OP. Wow.
Yeah, from being on the right side of the fairway, I'm pretty surprised he didn't throw forehand.
I am too. I guess the fear there is, I mean, the OB line on the right is pretty stiff, tucked in there nice and tight. You get some flare off of this cut grass or that road, and you're probably going OB. So, kind of forced to maybe throw a mid-range backhand to land it. I love that just like that nonchalant step into it putt from outside. And Matt, you got to have this putt, right? Like you had to have it. He knows it. He had to have it.
Yeah, that all but seals it. I mean,
Yeah. And he made it anyways, but he could have pitched it under the basket.
We don't know what happened on another.
Well, I mean, he would. Right, you're right. He would know if he could have pitched under the basket or not at this point. He would have for sure checked the live scoring.
But it's always better if you can just make it.
Sure. Great tournament from Silas.
Fantastic tournament.
Good tournament from Nageeb. Not the round he won in third round, but regardless, a good tournament.
Yeah, I mean, you can be disappointed some with how you play, but you got to hold your head high for the finish he had in this A tier. So
Defended champ, same thing. Had a great tournament. Gave these guys a run for their money for the majority of 3 rounds. Just fell a little short.
yeah,
And Matt gonna have a second place finish, I feel like, when the scores are all tallied. But we'll see.
shout out to Cam. Good play, newcomer.
And that might be the quickest payout and tournament announcement I've ever seen. That's great. Right off the green.
I'd like to thank my sponsor, Discmania. I'd like to thank Mike Munn for putting on a fantastic tournament. I mean, he did a fantastic job. And lastly, but not least, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Yeah, baby.
Well, there you go, man. 2020 Big Rip Classic champion, Silas Schultz. Well done, sir. The 2-stroke lead. And Chad Sherbert, Cameron Colglazer, just
Josh
shooting up.
Hollingsworth,
Yeah.
all 3 of those guys.
Spencer
having
Donegan.
Fantastic third rounds. We'll give a shout out to Cam. We went back and looked. A 1079, I believe, rated third round.
Yeah.
Crazy, silly good. So the rest of your leaderboard there. Awesome tournament. Hate that I missed it. Can't wait to be at it next year.
Yeah.
Course has looked in great shape. Seems like everybody had a great time. Andy, shout out to you for filming it, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, and we will see you next time. As always, appreciate it.
Peace.
Peace.